Welcome back to Everybody Loves Scott. In my previous video, I promised you a surprise motorcycle. Well, that day has come. The bike is here. So this is going to be the presentation. You're seeing it for the first time, the unboxing. So here we go. Welcome to Everybody Loves Scott's, where I review China bikes and I document the experience of the bike.
When you've got what you want, maybe I should start over.
Okay, so this is how they come to you when you order your bike, and they're coming from Amazon. The truck delivery guy showed up. This is what he gave me. They come in a nice steel frame. The bike's all covered up and everything, and then you're looking at 80% put together. So let's just pull a little plastic and show you what we got. See what kind of bike this is. I mean, I know what kind of bike it is, but I want you to be seeing it. There it is. KPX. It's a Lifan KPX 250. Just to give you a little peek at it, because I'm going to show you more stuff later. But you can see I got it in the green. So what it does is they got a box over here. So a few things I'm going to show you is it does come, all your extra parts and everything are going to be in this box. So I'll be taking that apart to put the fender, the front end together. The front fender, it looks like they got it back here on the rear tire. And then around on the other side here, see, it looks like the headlights are already installed. I just have to put the blinkers on so you can see that. Handlebars, I'll put that on. Okay. Can't see a lot here, but you do have the front tire over here. Okay, now what I'm going to recommend, because this is the front tire, in the process of putting the bike together, I'm going to have grease, and I'm going to grease this up before I put the wheel on, because you want to put a little grease in there. They don't do a very good job with that. And then the rotor, I'm also going to clean that up with some brake free, just so you have good braking power, because they come with a little film on them. So yeah, you got an idea what it's going to look like. So once I get it out of the cage here, kind of get it set up, I'm going to bring you back and show you some more of what we got. Okay, this part here, I actually lost the volume, so I'm going to narrate this. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you the bike. I got it out of the crate. You can get a better look at the bike. And one of the things I want to tell you about as far as the metal crate that it's attached to, and I'm going to be pointing that out as well, you got to get a couple screwdrivers and kind of pry the metal plate off, because they got metal clips in there that are actually holding the bike in the frame there. So you just want to peel that back. You can see I'm pointing at it right there. You just do it on both sides, and you can actually remove everything. And so right there you can see the front forks. You got the brake calipers hanging there. Handlebars are not on the bike. You need to put all that together. It is like 80% complete though, so you're looking at maybe about 4 hours to finish this whole process up. And the way the forks are put together on the crate there is actually the axle bolt. So I'm showing you the wheel again. I think I've already mentioned that you want to grease the wheel, the bearings, and then clean up the rotor before you actually put that on. You can see the red wires. That's for the batteries underneath the panels there. It does come with the rack, and it has a nice flat seat. And I'm going to show you some of the product that was in the box. So you've got an owner's manual, which is good to have. They've got some instructions right there as far as how to put it together. In the box is some mirrors and those 2 plastic bags. They got all the little parts, bolts, and stuff that you're going to need to put the handlebars, controls and all that kind of stuff on. It does come with 2 good keys, comes with it. And then you also see one of the rear passenger pegs. You need to install that. And it does have a toolkit. So there's a few tools there if you need to, replace a spark plug, little screwdriver, wrench set. It's something. And there is a little box in the back of the bike so you can actually keep the tools with you, which is kind of nice because not everybody comes with that. As you can see it right there. And your key can open and close that. You put your tools in there, your paperwork for the bike, good to go. And then you can see here you also have the front fender, the handlebars, fork guards. You'll need to install that. You can see that one grip is already on the handlebars. And then I'm going to show you the battery here. And I got it on the trickle charger. So what I recommend is when you get the bike, first thing, get the battery out of the box and start charging it up. That way, after the 3-4 hours it takes you to put the bike together, you'll have a full charge on your battery, which will make it easier to start the bike. So you can see that the handlebar is going to need to go on, get all the controls that are actually hanging there. So yeah, that's pretty much what you're looking at right there. And then when we get the bike all finished up, I'll be showing you some more of that as well. Stand by. Okay, so now we are outside with the Lifan KPX 250. The bike is all put together. So now I kind of wanted to go over a few of the features, show you what the bike was all about, and then we'll go into the first start. So a little bit about the bike. It is a air-cooled engine. It is a true 250cc engine, overhead cam. It has 20 horsepower and like 13.5 foot-pounds of torque. And it is a 6-speed transmission. Additionally on the engine, it is a balanced engine, so it really should be a smooth bike. It is a full-size bike. You got the 21-inch front tire, 18 back. The seat height, you're looking at 35.5 inches. And the fuel tank is 3 gallons. Now this bike is street legal, so I just didn't put the mirrors on it, but you have your blinkers, the headlights, the horn, tail lights, plates, all that good stuff on it. So with this bike, what you're looking at, it does have upside down forks, so we're starting with that. Very nice quality bike with that. Nice heavy duty aluminum wheels and some really actually unique looking hubs here. This is real nice setup here for the spoke setup. Disc brakes front and back. So good stopping on it. I gotta say, they got really good brakes on this one. So you can kind of see the engine and everything. And it is a fuel injected engine. So with that, they do with the exhaust, they have the O2 sensor right there. So it has a little computer, so it actually makes it run right and everything. And then looking back here, you can see the swing arm. Very nice, sturdy swing arm. Great adjustments for that, so you can adjust the tension of your chain. And I really do like the rear brakes. They popped with the gold on that. I think they did a really good job with that. Okay, then moving around the back here, you'll see that it does have a rack. It comes with the rack. The seat, really nice seat on this. It's got a nice material to it. It is a flat seat, so it is different. Some of the other bikes, they have the hump on it, and that's kind of difficult for depending on how tall you are as far as where you're sitting on the bike, but this one's a great setup. So down here, you got nice chain on it. It's a 520 pitch chain. Okay, and then you got your suspension back here, and it's the link suspension, so it should be a really nice, comfortable ride to it. And then really kind of nice, they got the wide foot pegs on it. And like I said, it is a 6-speed transmission, so that ought to make it really nice when you ride and put it in the extra gear and take it up to speed, so it'll be quite smooth. And of course, it's got the foot pegs for it and whatnot. Okay, going up on top here, I really do like this right here as well, is the fuel. It actually is a locking cap, so you can see it pops right off. Push it down, locks right back in. And I did put a gallon of gas in there, so I got it ready for us to start it. So up front here, you know, it's your typical, you do have your lights. It has hazards for it, your blinkers left and right. And with this here, you just center hit it to shut them off. You got your horn set up. And then over on this side, of course, you got your start button. So you need to have this in the out position. And then there's the actual start button. I do like the throttle assembly setup. Seems really nice. And they gave you two really nice keys that come with it. So it goes into the ignition. They also have a steering lock on it. So if you just turn it to the left, it actually locks. So if you take it somewhere and park it, good to go. Okay, so I'm going to, hopefully you can see this, I'm going to light the dash up. Okay, and across the top there's a tachometer. You have your miles per hour. Fuel gauge, I'm really happy with that. There is a gear indicator, so it'll tell you what gear you're in. And on the top left, you can see there is a clock. And then the mileage that you have on the vehicle. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we're going to go ahead and give it the first start up so you can actually see it start up, hear it. Let's see what it sounds like. You can see she starts right up. Beauty of the fuel injection. It actually is a quiet exhaust on it. Now, one thing about when you're putting the bike together, you're probably looking from the time you get it in your crate to the time you get it all put together, because it's at 80% anyway. Give yourself at least 4 hours, and that way you're not rushed. Everything works fine for you. You can get it together. I mean, there'll be other things down the road you want to do to it, but as far as getting it together, starting it up, figure 4 hours. I mean, start it up for 5 minutes, let it heat up. Maybe do that 2-3 times, ride it down the road a little bit, just to kind of break the engine in a bit. The oil that it comes with, it does come with good oil, so you can ride it. I'm going to go maybe 50 to 100 miles on that, kind of break it in, and then I'll do an oil change and put the oil I prefer in it. So far what I'm looking at here compared to some of the other Chinese bikes, I got to be worth it. I believe it is 6-speed, counterbalance, so that it'll be smooth. You can drive it and not get vibrated and irritated from riding it. And I think it comes with the nice features and everything, so I think it'll be a great bike. And then down the road, I'm going to get some options for it, so I'll be putting options on it, doing oil changes, things of that nature, and I'll be bringing you along for that. So for now, thanks for watching.